Strategic Plan. This is a summary of a longer document. We are the Equality and Human Rights Commission. We work to make sure everyone is treated fairly. We protect people's rights. We are here to do our work across Britain. There has been a lot of change in society over the last 10 years. Some things have improved, such as a reduction in employment gaps for disabled people. However, there was also a lot of disruption to society and the economy as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. There are many public disagreements about equality and human rights. This makes our role more important. Since 2010, our budget has decreased while we have been asked to do more work. This increases the pressure to prioritise to maximise our impact. We need to spend our money in the best way we can. We will focus on where there are clear problems, where we can make a unique difference, and where there is a good chance of creating positive change. To do this, we need to be agile. This means working in the best and easiest way. Independent. This means we make our own decisions. Authoritative. This means we have the power to do the right thing. We will use evidence and think carefully about how we can create positive change with the powers we have. We will work with other organisations. We will improve our working spaces, the way we manage our money and our technology, so that we can do our job effectively. We will organise our work under 3 pillars. Pillar 1. Making sure the law on equality and human rights is followed. Pillar 2. Responding quickly and flexibly when we need to work on a specific equality and human rights project. Pillar 3. 3-year projects to tackle difficult issues with equality and human rights. Pillar 1. Core regulation of equality and human rights. We will carry out planned work to help organisations and individuals to follow the law on equality and human rights, including the Public Sector Equality Duty, PSED, and pay gap reporting regulations. We will provide clear guidance and collect and promote evidence about equality and human rights. We will also increase UK and Welsh Government accountability for implementing human rights law. Pillar 2. Agile response to equality and human rights risks and opportunities. We will work in an agile way to address the highest risks to equality and human rights. We will improve how we detect and assess issues, prioritise these by using evidence, and consider how we can best deliver impact with our levers. Pillar 3. Coordinated programmes of action focused on entrenched equality and human rights challenges. We will deliver planned long-term programmes using a range of our regulatory tools to address complex and persistent equality and human rights challenges. Number 1. We will tackle racial and sexual harassment, discrimination, and victimisation in uniformed services, including fire and police services and the armed forces. Number 2. We will clarify the law and help organisations and individuals to respond effectively to complex issues where rights need to be balanced for everyone. Number 3. We will help people participate in society by improving access to key public services, such as transport. Consultation report. This is a summary of a longer document. We asked the public about a draft strategic plan using an online survey. This report provides an overview of the responses to the consultation on our strategic plan 2025 to 28. We published summaries of the draft plan in British Sign Language and Easy Read. We provided a telephone number and an email address for respondents who required reasonable adjustments or had accessibility requirements, and to offer a way to enable non-digital submissions. We received 2,192 responses to the online consultation. 79% of respondents were individuals. 17% responded on behalf of organisations. 4% didn't state whether they were responding as an individual or on behalf of an organisation. We asked respondents which of our powers could make the greatest difference as a regulator of equality and human rights. Those who replied told us that advising governments and taking action to ensure organisations follow equality and human rights rules could make the greatest difference. We asked respondents about 3 areas where we were thinking about taking action. The first area was the workplace. Overall, those who replied said that 4 areas were important. Number 1. Lower pay and employment rates for women, disabled people, and various ethnic minority groups compared with others. Number 2. Sex discrimination and harassment, including sexual harassment in the workplace. Number 3. Barriers to participation in the workplace for disabled people, including issues related to reasonable adjustments. Number 4. Disproportionate levels of discrimination, harassment, and victimisation in the workplace. Particularly affecting workers with certain protected characteristics, including ethnic minority groups. The second area was participation and good relations. There were a variety of views. Overall, respondents ranked social tensions due to polarised public discussions and barriers faced by disabled people, when accessing public transport among their top priorities. The third area was justice and balance of rights. Different groups of respondents had different views. The top-ranked priorities for organisations were hate crime and human rights violations experienced by children in youth detention. For individuals, the highest-ranked priorities were: Number 1, low charge and prosecution rates, long delays, high numbers of withdrawals, and poor treatment of some groups around rape and serious sexual offences. Number 2, welfare and safety of women and girls in detention, such as youth and adult prison. Number 3, legal clarity around issues where there may be tension between the rights of 2 or more groups.